When someone talking about Bitcoin, a lot of people argument between, oh, Bitcoin store value, Bitcoin can investment, Bitcoin have the crypto assets, Bitcoin just a virtual assets, Bitcoin just the game for people playing, or Bitcoin just the tulip and down value in the future. A lot of people think Bitcoin is in different angles. The beauty of Bitcoin is flexible. The flexible means you can use Bitcoins for a lot of purposes, depending on your situations. When you're living on a country, you live under a hyperinflation country, your local fiat currency inflation 200%, 300% every year, and you lost all your values. Your monies will lose all your values all the time, and you're very hard to find and buy USD, dollar, and one option you can choose with Bitcoin because people can buy Bitcoin in some country like Turkey, Argentina, or Venezuela. They can buy Bitcoin. In the short term, the price of Bitcoin fluctuate, how they can store the values. But in the long term, you can see 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, the trend of the Bitcoin always go up. The people can store the value inside the Bitcoin because if they continue to keep their fiat, local fiat currency, down the value to the zero and lost everything. That's why at some hyperinflation country, they recognize Bitcoin as store value. And if you just live in the modern country, your financial system very well, and your fiat currency, stable, you don't lose your inflation around 5% up to 8%. You don't worry about inflation so much, but you want looking for something you can invest in, and you can recognize Bitcoin as the asset class. You see the value of Bitcoin, and you believe Bitcoin can go up in the future. And the more people to use Bitcoin, more people going to buy Bitcoin, and the price of Bitcoin go up. That's why you invest your money inside of Bitcoin, and you hope and your expectations you get back the return for the Bitcoin. In the situation, you don't use Bitcoin as money, and you don't use Bitcoin for to buy something, and you just invest Bitcoin. You can recognize Bitcoin as the asset class like real estate or stock or gold. And in some country, if you want to send money someone else around the world, if someone they want to send money outside the country, they want to support some country, but it cannot do it with their fiat currency because the country do not allow them to do this. And they can send Bitcoin as money for support someone, support their family outside the country or different country. In this UK, if you make the large transaction or the big transaction, few $1,000,000, Bitcoin do very well. You can send Bitcoin without any permissions. Nobody can stop you. The network of Bitcoin is very secure. Nobody can break the transaction. You can freedom to send your own monies through the Bitcoin networks, and the receiver, they're very easy to take the Bitcoin and they can use it at their country. In this situation, the people can recognize Bitcoin as money, peer-to-peer money. Bitcoin is a new asset class, the very flexible asset class. Different angle, you can see Bitcoin as money, as store value, as assets, depend on you. But I always believe Bitcoin creates a lot of value for anyone around the world, especially some country they don't have the good financial system like the big country like the US or Europe. Hold your Bitcoin very tight, be patient, and on guard.